gives me great honor to once again welcome in this weekend a man that's a Carolina boy, and he hosted this year's Hall of Heroes. Let's do it right now. No time to wait. This isn't a banquet. This is a wrestling contest tonight. Shane Helms, you're wrestling Trevor Lee.
Oh, I know a lot about Trevor Lee. I know Trevor Lee's family. Well, after the night, Trevor Lee, you're going to be awfully, you're going to be painfully, you're going to be suddenly defeated by the longest reigning, most entertaining cruiserweight champion of all time. Stand back. The Hurricane is coming.
As we are about ready to get underway here for our third match, Hurricane Helms versus Trevor Lee.
As you mentioned, again, I have no history with, about or don't know much about Trevor Lee.
Well, if you don't know much about Trevor Lee, he's going to tell you his ego got here 45 minutes before he did.
But you know what? If he can hang with the Hurricane, if he could possibly win, you know, that's a test for a young guy like this.
I used to say Roderick Strong was the easiest man in professional wrestling to hate, but I think Trevor Lee's trying to take the king of the hill.
Got that Abraham Lincoln beard.
And his opponent is a Hurricane.
Well, they come alive here in Charlotte. That can only mean one thing.
Originating from North Carolina, he is the longest reigning cruiserweight champion in wrestling history. He will sing the Hurricane Helms.
Longest reigning cruiserweight champion in United States history, Hurricane Helms. And you look at everything this guy's done in his career, it's pretty impressive.
Well, you know, he's got a heck of an amateur background,
yes, he does.
too. A heck of an amateur background. You know, this is the test for the young man. It's not necessarily that he wins, but can he elevate his talent, step up, and match wits and talent and holds with Hurricane Helms.
Did you ever wrestle a superhero list?
No, I may have wrestled several, but they just weren't called that. I don't know. I think I've wrestled a few super wrestlers. Some fair country grapplers like Hiro Matsuda, Danny Hodge.
Now you're just name dropping.
Hey, at my age I have to.
I hear you.
To see if I remember.
So the young kid who started off as, well, not started off, but served time in a boy band.
Yeah, he sure did.
3 count. He talked about that in the Jim Cornette Experience. 10 months in that act, and people still talk about it 15 years later.
One of his partners in the boy band I had for a year, Shannon Moore.
That's right.
And
then you see the 3 count dance.
Yeah. You know, if this young man is going to succeed, then he had better pay attention to the man across the ring from him and put something in cotton in his ear, something.
I'll tell you what, Hurricane Helms is a good dancer, but if they think that was awesome, they're not going to make it through the rest of the night. That was terrible, yeah. I think he killed the Hurricane.
I think Hurricane's laughing. He can't tell through the mask.
Trevor Lee says it wasn't that bad. I'm going to have to disagree with him.
Somebody should mention to Kevin that the bell rang a while ago, and maybe wrestling would be the first order of business here.
Collar and elbow tie up here and quickly into the corner. Trevor Lee is going to work the officials like it's a basketball game. Unless this crowd gets on him, I guess.
All right, let's have some wrestling, guys. Come on, here we go.
Les, it's been a long time since you were the inexperienced man in the match, but
Yeah, it has.
but what is your approach to something like this? If you're a guy, Trevor Lee, I think he's been wrestling about 5 years now. You've got Hurricane Helms, who's been probably 20 years now that he's been wrestling. How do you come at a guy like that who has got that much more experience than you? Physically, there's not a whole lot of difference here, so it comes down to experience.
You don't necessarily come at him, right? You find, you let him, more or less come at you, because you're more apt with the lack of experience to make that mistake if you get too aggressive, right?
Okay.
You kind of set your battle plan up to hope to cause him to make a mistake. But then someone should tell Trevor you have to wrestle him to get him to make a mistake.
Yeah.
And you have to be within arm's reach to do that.
Every time Trevor Lee gets close, this is what's happened so far. Came with a big boot there, and now going to fly from the second rope. And now is he calling for that choke slam already? Yes, he is. He's got him by the throat, but Trevor Lee bails to the floor.
But smart strategy there.
Yep.
Smart strategy.
Oh, he was in trouble.
He's going to be in trouble again here in about.
Right out here in front. No barricades here tonight. Fanfest is live and in person. Oh, and now almost a mistake there.
Whoa. Oh. Man, he caught him in the chops with that boot.
A punt kick there is good from 25 yards. But Hurricane Helms, his girlfriend, fiance, out here with him at ringside, and there was almost an incident there. I mean, it might have been a mistake bringing her out here, because that's what's turned the tide here all of a sudden.
Yeah, that's the people working the outside, valets, managers, they need to know where to be and when to be there. Apparently he rocked Hurricane's world with that kick, but here comes Helms back up.
Now Trevor Lee pounding on him. Oh, it's almost like a curb stomp, but to the chest.
Now let's, okay. I'm sorry, Chris. I'm probably going to say this 100 times tonight. I knock you down, I'm going to be on you.
It's a lot about the superstar mentality today. It's a little bit different, with the way you guys were, where it seemed more about becoming superstars by what you did in the ring.
Well, to me, you find an opening, you get to the opening, you take the opening, and then you try to capitalize on it, right?
All right.
And I understand I should start to say loves listening to these people. He obviously doesn't love it, but he puts too much stock, he pays too much attention.
Now we see Hurricane firing back. You give a veteran like that a chance to breathe, he'll usually take advantage. Trevor Lee able to withstand the assault. That's what I'm saying. I think something that younger wrestlers, I think there's this, with younger wrestlers especially, there's this, this kind of fame addiction that comes along. They see these guys on TV and they want to be like them, and they forget that a Hurricane Helms is able to get away with making that pose because he's a great in-ring competitor, because he's won championships, because he's respected. But that, that it starts there first,
right,
and then the greatness comes
like
later.
Just before he came back for the headlock, he got a move. It was to his advantage. He turned it to his back and walked away.
Yeah.
You turn your back on your opponent and you get your butt handed to you, don't be surprised. There.
Now look,
can you pin somebody with that?
Arrogant cover. Look, Helms didn't even have to kick out. He just kind of had to flop a little bit.
Right. Now, my point here with Trevor is he even aware of that he did the wrong thing, or does he think that he can get away with anything? I don't know.
Chant here for Hurricane Helms as Trevor Lee shoots him in. And Helms, look out now as Hurricane Helms trying to string together some offense. Oh, brutal uppercut there. Oh, what a great move from Helms. Drives him down and now a cover here.
No.
And in the right position. Didn't hook a leg, though.
No.
So Helms maybe still feeling a little bit of the effects of that attack of Trevor Lee from earlier. Rolls him down as he got him pinned here. No. Some hard shots in this match, Liz.
Yes.
And now taking a moment to jaw with the fans and look at the difference there. Northern Light suplex, got a bridge there. Look at the angle. Helms somehow able to get out. Well, that was a really high bridge.
Yes, it was. Good bridge, but obviously not enough leverage to keep the shoulders down. Good, he can slap his chest. That's a talent a lot of us don't have.
Picks Hurricane back up. Oh, but drives him down. And a cover here, but a bat. Yep, and Trevor Lee, inexperienced, but experienced enough to know he was near the ropes.
Well, it's ring placement, Chris. You got to know where you're at and what your options are, in that respect.
And now Hurricane Helms calling his shot, pointing to the right field bleachers. Could it be that choke slam? No. Trevor Lee there. Had it well scouted. And now teeing off on Hurricane Helms. Look at this. Oh, jumping knee to the face.
Good. Let's see if he's got him.
Decent pin.
No. But you see, as he rolled into the cover, he rolled high off this, right?
Yep.
He was almost up on his chin.
No question who the fans in Charlotte are behind in this match. As Trevor Lee pulls down the padding on that right knee. He just hit a jumping knee lift, looking for another there, but steps out of the way in a quick roll-up. Has he been beaten? No.
But he went to the well once too often, and maybe,
Now there's a choke slam and a quick cover there from Helms, and that's going to do it.
Shut him down.